Peace and bliss, everybody. Hope you're doing well. I'm not going to make this video long, but I had so many downloads, so I needed to get it out to y'all because Source is saying like time is of the essence for some of these downloads or they're going to come to pass. So we definitely want to get them out before they come to pass. You know what I mean? So not going to be using a lot of decks today. A lot of stuff is just going to be stuff that I have written down. I see a lot of my predictions have already come to pass because you know your girl is the archer and we don't miss. I mean, sometimes we miss, but you know, most of the time we got a good shooting that arrow. You know what I mean? All right, so there's a lot to cover. Not a lot, but I got like 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I got like 5 pages. Like, yeah, almost 5 pages. So I'm gonna try to bust it out as quick as possible. And yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. Oh, prayers. We pray God, the divine source, creator, spirit guides, guardian angels, ancestors, star family, and angels cover us, shield us, and protect us. Cover, shield, seal, and protect this room. Cover, shield, seal, and protect the windows, the mirrors, the door, the drains, and anything else that could be a portal or a gateway. Cover me from all remote viewing, astral spies, monitoring spirits, remote viewing, astral projection, mind readers, mind probes. We do not give anyone permission to consent to access our minds or our energy or aura. We pray, cover, shield, seal, and protect me and my children and my dog. And we ask that you guide us, show us what it is that you want us to see. Cover my energy, my aura, my chakras, ground my energy. I pray, cover, shield, seal, and protect all light workers, healers, shamans, stars, seeds, earth angels that are upright, righteous. Cover my hidden helpers. Cover all upright law officials, government agents. Cover all judges, upright and righteous judges, lawyers, DEAs, investigators. And cover, shield, seal, and protect those who are doing the right thing in general, who are speaking up, whistleblowers, those testifying, who are out here putting their families on the line and their safeties on the line to speak the truth, to expose the corruption. We pray, cover, shield, seal, and protect them and their families. And I pray, cover, shield, seal, and protect all children of the world, 18 and under. We're a humble word, grateful word, thankful. Amen. I say so, to be blessed, to be, let it be so, let it be done, let that will be done, let that praise be done. All right. So now that we got prayers out the way, what up? Hey. Okay. So, because they're like trying to target me at the windows. So like, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna just come over here. Because Source has been telling me, like, again, I told y'all they be trying to pew me at the window now because they are trying to shut me up. They don't want me making any more content because I am exposing names. And even if I'm not intentionally doing it, when I ask Source to reveal who is involved, what is involved, who is this for, what is gonna happen, sometimes names are leaked, and it is what it is, and they don't want that to happen. So it is what it is. Again, it's not always bad. The thing is, these people are high profile people and they're gonna make the news. Sometimes it's for a divorce, sometimes it's for new business deals. But anytime I say their name, they go absolutely ape shit and paranoid because they automatically assume it's bad. And my thing is, if you automatically assume every time I say your name it's bad, it's because you're doing bad shit and you're afraid. Because why else would you panic every time I say your name? We have the parents, almost all of the music industry is involved, and Hollywood is a spiritual, morality den of how far you're willing to go to sell your soul. They sell their kids into the industry for fame. The parents get voyeur cameras and use their kids for fame. They sell them. They literally sell them into the industry. Almost like burped, threw up because I just ate and it was so freaking good. Poles will shift. Mount Etna and Mount Pila, they might have already erupted. I had this written like 5 days ago. So yeah, some of my predictions, because I be wanting to get like a few pages, I gotta start busting these shits out. My predictions are like much closer now. And Martinique, so Pelea will erupt. Together, people will have 90 days to evacuate. The fault line will crack through, and it's going to be somewhere between 16 to 20 degrees. MGK and Megan Fox been at the parties. Tapes of them is going to be coming out, and is going to start being leaked. California will become an island. TikToker was exposing, making videos of Diddy and Drown, right? and Oprah and was murdered, and her body needs to be retested in case reopened. This is from source. Remember, this is all allegedly for entertainment purposes. Anything I say to you, use your own discernment. And again, it's all alleged entertainment purpose. It can come to pass. It cannot come to pass. I am not accusing anyone of anything. I am bringing light to things that are already out in the realms and exist. And when I do predictions, it's of places, things, and events that is coming to pass, that is coming to pass. I am not pointing fingers. I'm not accusing of anyone, because I let karma and I let the truth, exposures speak for itself, right? I'm not the judge, I'm not the jury. So yes, I just expose what's coming, and I'm giving y'all early tea on when it's coming. So yes, I'm not reading their business like some people, but they can't stand me somehow. Poles will shift. What does it say? And maybe sometimes I am. So that's source. The fault line will crack through. Also seeing California possibly breaking off. India will have to retreat to the Himalayas, Shambhala, Tibet. Japan will go underwater. Europe is going to get railed when all this starts happening. Bubba Love Sponge and Bischoff will make the news. Cody Rhodes and his wife in the news. Not who we think they are. Exposure coming. Will Smith, Oprah, Jim Carrey are next. Jim Carrey making the news, telling more stories or stuff coming out about his girlfriend dying, but they're also chasing after him. They're targeting Jim Carrey as a sacrifice. This new moon is major. There's going to be a lot of celebrity deaths and sacrifices. We're in Scorpio season. So I'm telling y'all, expect some big names, because that's a distraction. They are going to use a very major death to distract a major celebrity death to distract the public. Maybe even 2 or 3. Jim Carrey making the news, telling more stories on stuff coming out about his girlfriend died. Katy Perry, Orlando Bloom, Taylor Swift and Kelsey relationships may dissolve or break up or become more of a public, go under a public microscope. Kardashians and the Beckhams making the news. Ships are going to start going down around the Beckhams and around the Kardashians being connected to these parties and people who have gone to the parties. By the way, the Diddy list has been altered and tampered with. That is not the original list. Source has confirmed to me twice. I asked to get a double confirmation. The Diddy list has been compromised. It is not the full list. Some people have either paid to have their names taken off. There's journalists, some major journalists, that do news and stuff, that have been at them parties. Tapes are going to start coming out. Tapes are going to get leaked, by the way, because they know that there's so many corrupt judges, lawyers, and law officials and stuff like that. There's good ones. Listen to what I'm saying. But there are corrupt ones who have been covering up a lot of this stuff that these people have been doing. So you're going to see leaks of tapes, because it's like the only way to show you who's been there. It's like the only way so you can really know the truth, because the list, anytime there's list, the lists are always going to be compromised, y'all. We will never see the big dogs at the top. They are going to always show us the people they're willing to throw under the bus. That is from source. Because there is journalists and politicians, and they need you to keep your faith in the news, because most people don't trust the news. So they make sure to get rid of anyone who's on TV, like major news speakers, talkers who they have a lot of money in, off the list. Major, bigger politicians and very wealthy, billionaires. You won't see them on the list. You may see one or two, someone, and if you do, it's because someone doesn't like them. And they're like the scapegoat, like the sacrificial lamb, thing like that. You know what I mean? Get rid of anyone remote viewing, because I just seen them, and anyone astral projecting. And any ghosts they're sending, get rid of them. What else am I seeing? The Beckhams making the news. Jay-Z, Beyonce in the news. Jay-Z and Beyonce will continue to make the news, y'all. It's not going to get better. Stone Cold, Hulk Hogan, Undertaker. I told you Stone Cold. I told y'all Hulk Hogan. They're making the news now. Undertaker and Kane will make the news. Their past will make the news. Their past is going to come back out. Things they have said, quotes, Triple H. Triple H's racist past is about to come back to haunt him deeply. So if we think Vince McMahon is the only one that's about to bring drama and issues to the WWE, no. There's videos resurfacing of him doing the monkey dance to Mark Henry, the blackface, just always seeming like he can't stand black men, especially targeting black men throughout his entire career. He's been completely inappropriate and have said racial things and have done racial things towards black men. So I am telling y'all, he cannot like me. I don't care. He can think this is the attention that's coming. This is what I'm saying. Don't get mad at the messenger. I don't need to defend myself to y'all because y'all know this. Y'all know I am the messenger. If you don't like that I'm talking about it, then don't do the shady racist shit. There's, by the way, a lot of racist people, past is about to come to haunt them. Things we skated over, things we missed because it was in Neptune and we're now in the age of Aquarius. So let me explain that to y'all astrologically, why everything is coming out, why we're paying more attention, because Aquarius. Think of God as the water bearer. God is watering the land. You know, the water bearer, that's Aquarius, pouring the water in, right? So he's washing away all the illusion. He's washing away all the filth on the planet. He's like the water bearer, cleansing the land. So once you get rid of the dirt, so we're digging through the dirt, we're digging through the closet, we're digging through, that's what it is, right? It's the truth. It's creative expression. It's all these things. Confirmation. It's all these things. That's why you're going to see creatives being put at the forefront. You know how you got all these people who make videos, watching other people's video? No shade, because I probably got some YouTubers who do that. But you're not making the content. You aren't the creative. Y'all are about to start losing your viewership and not being promoted on the front of these websites like y'all used to, because they are losing viewership. These websites are about to start losing viewership. There's going to be a new website created. I'm telling you, it's about to be just like the Butterfly app has exploded because people want a new app that has all these features and it doesn't over censor you, and it doesn't, where the AI or the algorithm is over biased and racist, right? Because whenever these new systems go in, it is the best time to actually put your content out before they start over programming them to nitpick their favorites, blah, 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 right? You get to put yourself at the forefront. But they need to make this the standard. Blue Sky needs to be the first app that doesn't do that. Leave your app alone. This is what Source is saying. There's so much money to be made in pushing the real creators. So Source is saying, if you are creative and you are sick of people stealing your shit, culture, honey, I am being so copied and duplicated. I see that they be sending their fake psychics, their fake prophets, my videos, and these chicks are literally like, they have two prophets who have big audience regurgitating, breaking my videos up, because they're writing all my shit down and breaking my shit up and regurgitating it in a way to sound more prophetic, because the way I say it is much more blunt. So they want to sound like they're all etheric and, guru, but they're not theirs. Like Source takes me to their pages all the time, and I literally see word for word my predictions written in their titles. That is something I'll say like a week ago or days ago. Like, some people don't even put content out until I put out content, and they chop my shit up and they chop it into little pieces and regurgitate it. If you are sick of that, people making hundreds of views, thousands of dollars off your content, this is your season. This is your era. Just like you see how tiny houses are booming, because we're being conditioned, we're being taught, stop, like, you don't need a big 10-bedroom house. It's not saying, oh, you poor, so you need a tiny house. No, it's because you don't need all these fucking rooms. If it's just you and your husband, why do you need a 6-bedroom house? Like, unless one of your rooms is a gym and another room is where y'all work and another room, like, then that shit makes sense. But if you got like a 6-bedroom house and it's just you and one other person, you are wasting your wealth. We are being conditioned to be grateful for what we have. Stop being envious and jealous. Stop living beyond our means. This is why people are homeless. A lot of people that we see homeless who had houses and then foreclosure and all that stuff, what people won't ever admit, and this is the truth, because I experienced it. I remember I but I like rented this big fucking house. I'll never forget it, in California. And it was just me. It was literally just me and my kid. And it was like this empty house that we never fucking stayed in. I was always gone and we never slept in it. And I was paying like almost $2,000 a month. For what? For what? Most of the time, do y'all realize y'all be happy when you ever get with your husband or your boyfriend that first time y'all got that cute little studio apartment where y'all on top of each other and y'all have no choice but to connect and vibe and hang out? You ever notice that? People say it all the time, that when they're in these intimate spaces, they tend to have more fun together, right? And then when they get these big houses, they jump up and they get these large houses and they put the stress of these big bills on themselves. It puts stress on the relationship, stress on the marriage. Tale as old as time. Another confirmation. See? Source is with me today, y'all. Y'all don't understand. Source has been all around me all day today. There's a major shift happening this Halloween. Major. To starseeds, light workers, healers, shamans, stay prayed up. The upright ones. The real high priestess. Not people who call themselves high priestess while attacking other high priestess. Because they're paying you to. Fuck that. You're not a high priestess. If you're willing to take money to attack someone who has done absolutely nothing wrong to you, you are not a high priestess. I don't care what no one says. You just diminished your power. You just became a dark priestess. You just became a fallen high priestess. Some of y'all don't have no fucking discernment to say no. There's so much money in your craft. You know how much money witches make and practitioners make because people don't want to learn how to hone their own magic when we are the magic? They make stupid money. So yes, you have the gift of discernment to talk to your guides, talk to your spiritual team and say, hey, should I take this money? Hey, should I do this before I go fucking attacking someone I don't know? And getting nasty karma, and then having their ancestors and their guides and source creators start banging on my fucking head afterwards, stripping me of my gifts. Then you start losing customers because that's just your luck. That's your fortune just changed. Because you're attacking someone who has done absolutely nothing wrong to you because some wealthy motherfucker comes to you and says, hey, I'm going to give you all this money to do these things, and I need you to summon and petition all these entities, deities. Like that's what their new gimmick is. Their new gimmick is to like petition a whole bunch of deities to attack me now. A whole bunch of celestial beings to attack me when Source is with me now. All they've done is made Source put heavier guards around me. That's it. Because they want me to be unstable. They want me to be afraid. They want me to be scared. They want to create distraction. They want to create chaos because they don't want me making videos for y'all. That's how racist these people are. That's how sexist these people are. That's how afraid of exposure they are. Exposure is coming no matter what. Because everything y'all have put out throughout the switch into Aquarius is now being poured into the land. So now you're getting what you put out mirrored back. It is now the pour back and it's coming out. So they need to create as much chaos as possible. I'm not the only one being targeted. I am not the only one being targeted. Anyone who starts speaking up, speaking the truth, exposing things is being targeted. Even though the exposures are coming regardless. I'm just very good and very gifted and tapped in. Yeah, pay attention to Jim Carrey, y'all. Sources really been saying that they're targeting Jim Carrey. Hold on, confirmation. Let me stand up. Confirmation. They're targeting Jim Carrey as a sacrifice. What else? News telling more stories. I'm alright, but his past is gonna come up. Jay-Z and Beyonce in the news were alright. Diddy was molested. So here we go. Allegedly, Diddy was molested as a child, and his children have been groomed the same way he grew up, with voyeurism. So his children is being groomed and have been molested by the industry and recorded. This is how a lot of wealthy, this is like normalized amongst a lot of wealthy families and high profile black celebrities, especially black celebrities. Or as we call, cosmically melanated. But I'm like, if you're doing shit like this, you are black, because you're pretty much declaring yourself dead to source. Because this ain't something what the divine creator would sanction off and sign off on. Like, come on, y'all are grooming little children, sleeping with children. He just been accused, allegedly, sleeping with a 10-year-old. And I think there's going to be a 7-year-old that comes out, because allegedly, I think the youngest victim he has slept with is a 7-year-old boy. Allegedly. TikToker was exposing, so that may be coming out. Y'all are cringing at 10. There may be younger coming. By the way, he has dungeons. There's houses. Allegedly, their homes is not the only place. I keep having a vision of a dungeon. There is a dungeon, like dungeons, like almost like how a grotto would look, but underground. It may be like under a house or like under a facility, but I keep getting dungeons and his bunk beds in it. So like when this all comes out, the feds are going to find this. I think sources implying that the feds are going to start finding these dungeons, and there's going to be rooms of bunk beds with young children in them. They pay people to run the right. So by the way, they don't run the rings. They pay people so that they can have direct access, so that they can have complete control without actually being the person responsible. So if shit hits the fan, that person is going to be the fall guy. That's why I don't understand why people are sitting here keeping their mouth shut. Like, they are a part of my shit. Like, this is why Selena Gomez, the Kardashians, everyone's freaking the fuck out and are doing all this press and shit like that, because they know shit's about to start coming out. Literally. They pay people to run the pedo rings, cannibal rings, right? And it's a lot of them are cannibals. Allegedly. Diddy's the fall guy, right? They're trying to make Diddy the fall guy for Quincy and Clive, and there's someone else. Yes, he has tapes of all of this. If he is let out, he'll run. And I wouldn't be surprised if his death is possibly being looked at as staged. If they're looking to stage his death, like they did a particular, allegedly for entertainment purposes, allegedly, a Steen. So, you see, which I think that's going to come out, by the way. Like, again, there's a reason why I'm seeing it, because it means the thread is already being created for it to be found out about how many wealthy people have actually faked their deaths. Because then they can live off the grid and off the radar and do awful shit and no one's looking for them. They can actually commit more crimes off the grid, off the radar, because then it's like, oh, we're not looking for them. And then they have reconstructive surgery and do shit like that. And then go live on these private islands, or go like, in the Bahamas and shit like that, like, or Greece and all that stuff. Ashton Kutcher will have more horror stories coming out. Him and Demi Moore. And the Abercrombie dude, CEO, will snitch on people in the gang. Also, Oprah will are heavily amongst many more things, right? So Oprah is heavily next. Like I am full blown seeing her and Will Smith almost being arrested. Oh, that's like a confirmation. It's like when you don't got no more fluids left to burn. But yeah, I've actually been like full blown having a vision of Oprah and Will Smith like being handcuffed. There's gonna be many more things on Elon and Donald Trump, good or bad, take it how it resonates, and Tesla. Many more things coming out on Jeff Bezos and Amazon. Slave labor, like awful conditions to work under, something like that. Birdman and Wayne will be in the news, good or bad. Lady Gaga will be in the news. Her album's gonna flop, by the way. Her album and this movie are gonna both be flops for her. And once that happens, she may be on the chopping block of them looking at it's all alleged, because she's been one of their golden gooses, and when the golden goose is no longer laying golden eggs, we know how that goes. I'm just telling y'all, allegedly. But her album's gonna flop. Try to put, I'm not wishing that on her. It's what I seen. Take it how it resonates. Try to pivot like a victim. Wait. Oh, and be careful, because a lot of them are about to start coming out, the women, particularly the women. The new thing the women are getting together, groups talking about, is how to play victim. When the men start falling, when the patriarchy starts falling, all the women are going to be like, I was a victim. I didn't know. I didn't know what was happening. Yes, they did. Mila Kunis knows. Demi Moore knows. All these women know. They partake. They are at the rituals. J-Lo, they are at the rituals. Selena Gomez, they are at the rituals. They are there. They harness energy. They partake. Because see, this is where I believe in equality, right? Women are always asking men for equality. Well, guess what? When they go down, so the fuck are y'all? Fuck them crocodile tears. If y'all are gonna fucking be trying to throw the men under the bus, nah, honey. By the way, my prediction came true about Blake Lively. Told your ass. And the hairdresser. Literally told y'all I was picking up hairstylist and Blake Lively. Lo and behold, guess who aired her and Hathaway out? And who the hell else is the third one? And called them the Mean Girl clique. Told you Blake Lively's past is about to come out about how she really ain't this wholesome good that cookie. Bullshit. This is why I said brand needs to be themselves. If you're a cunt, be a cunt. There's so much money in being a cunt. Why does everybody be afraid of being themselves? Source might not agree with that, but it's true. Like, if you're an asshole, be an asshole. There's money to be made. If you're sweet, genuinely sweet and shy, be that. In the age of Aquarius, the water bearer is going to keep exposing you. You cannot hide from the water bearer. What else? Making choices, right? Person making choices. They are going to poison a celebrity. So, all right. So this is what I've been picking up, right? There's going to be, allegedly for entertainment purposes, there will be a celebrity poisoned. They are going to have a celebrity in a car accident. Those are the two I've been picking up so far. Is a poisoning and a car accident. Scopolamine, devil's breath, is what they use to rape, allegedly used to rape and traffic women and children, and to also inject them to put them out for days at a time. Unfortunately, I picked up, and I don't want to spill all his tea because it's his story to tell, but I picked up that Biebs has had shit like that done where he was like blacked out for days. Ellen's exposure is coming and her downfall. She's trying to pivot her brand, come back out like, oh, I changed. I'm not that, I took it with a stride of me being a bad report. Something about Twitch story is going to come back out. And I don't know if she's connected to Twitch, his death, but something like that. Because I keep seeing her and Twitch together, the DJ, allegedly. Ooh, I'm like almost like the throw up burp again. So yeah, there might be something that connects her to Twitch's death, allegedly for entertainment purposes, but that's what I kept picking up. I kept seeing her and Twitch, her and Twitch. Also, more secrets, horror stories are going to start coming out because her rebrand is disingenuous. In the road she's trying to take. Again, don't shoot the messenger. Just telling y'all what source is saying and showing. Exposure and downfall stories coming out. Stedman may be outed and may also be outed as Oprah's handler, allegedly. Expect Denzel to make the news talking about stories coming out on him as well. The second coming is happening. Prep is happening now. Videos and more stories on Leonardo DiCaprio are going to start coming out, and any celebrity who was in the business as a child. All the child stars are about to have their passes come up. The parties that they were at when they were young. People are about to start digging that shit up. Photos, videos of them at these parties. And it's going to be, we're going to see a connection and a thread that anybody groomed in the business as a child ends up hurt people. Just like Usher was brought in under Diddy and then Biebs under Ush. You understand what I'm saying? So like, we're going to keep seeing a thread of mentor, mentee becoming mentor, mentee, like the trickle down. That's what source was showing me, like the chain. We're going to start linking the chains going down. So source is saying, if you want to know who's creating these monsters, who is their mentors? That's where you need to be looking. And who is that mentor? Because that's where the money is. So the links before these people, the 2 links before. That's all I'm going to say. Business as a child was raped, right? So yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio and any other child star who was in the business that was raped, molested, and coerced and sold by their parents. These parents sell them, y'all. This is why we have to be empathetic. As much as I get they're a monster, they're awful. But when I heard what happened to Diddy when he was a fucking child, that his parents watched him partake in that shit, like his family, like this was a thing in his family, like his mother, allegedly for entertainment purposes, his mom and he slept, forced him to, coerced him to sleep with his siblings and shit like that. Like, this is some sick shit that happens in families. You know how cosmic melanated people are always told, we're always told when there's incest or molestations, shh, don't tell, keep it in the family. We can't arrest them. So we carry that fucking trauma. And then it helps cultivate this sickness, this repression, this shame. And then shame becomes repressed sexuality and repressed trauma in your sexuality. So then you're lost in your sexuality. So you question your sexuality. You question who you are, what you like. Am I gay? Am I straight? And then you do these things for fame and money because you don't want to struggle. So then you question yourself more, and you feel more shame, and you get so lost that that's what you become. You become a ball of trauma. Listen, I implore Bieber and anyone else, he doesn't have to talk about Diddy. Just talk about your story. You don't have to name names. They can't hurt you for speaking your story. You don't have to name names. Talk about the trauma. Let it go. Let it go. Give your voice power. Give your trauma. Let it come out. Whether it's through music, poetry, write it out. Sing that shit out. And sit down. Find someone you trust. Hell, you want to sit down with me? Let's sit down and talk about it. You want to sit down and talk with someone else? Find someone you feel safe to talk about this, so you could possibly be saving another child's life or another person from making these mistakes. You don't have to name names. But don't let that trauma hold you fucking hostage anymore. And that goes for anyone. And if you have been sexually assaulted as a child and carry that shit, and repressed it, talk about it. Stop letting shame have power over you. Stop letting your trauma have power over you, because whether you know it or not, this is how they have power over you. Anyone, not just them, the system. I'm talking about anyone. Because once you get with people and people see you're wounded and see you're unhealed, that's what they will exploit, the wound. I always say, when you start healing, how do I put this? It's very rare you're going to stay with the partner you had wounds with, if that makes sense. If you had trauma and wounds and you're with someone who doesn't help you express that, and you don't even feel safe to talk to them, see how Spirit's confirming with me? You don't feel safe to express yourself with them and be yourself, and you don't want to go heal and do better with them. That's not your partner you're going to be with. Confirmation. With that being said, I'm telling y'all, there's certain celebrities who are not going to be with the people they have children with and that they're currently with, because they are not the person that they're meant to shift with, if that makes sense. CM Punk once said an expression, the wrestler, I couldn't heal in the place that made me sick. I couldn't heal around the people who helped cultivate the sickness. I couldn't heal with the people who weren't healing themselves. Because let me tell you, anybody who partied with you, spent money with you, loved you when you were sick, is exploiting your wound. Whether you ever know it or not, and you might not even be thinking about that. They got with you because you were wounded, and they exploited you because you had a wound. Because if they weren't telling you then when they first met you, hey, you look wounded. Hey, I think we should talk more. I think we should express. Like if y'all were partying and drugging and they drug with you and they party with you, that's not the person you're meant to shift with. That's not going to be your spouse, the forever spouse, the healed version of you. But if some of y'all don't speak your truth, y'all are going to die in this industry. And then you're going to let the people who preyed on you win twice. You're going to give them a double victory. And I feel like maybe I need to put it that way so it hits, right? Like, fuck, they took my youth from me. Fuck, they took my innocence from me. Fuck, they took this from me. I'm not going to let them have that. You don't have to name names. Okay? Because I'm told I help a lot of people, and I'm happy that I do. And this is what I say. I'm not here to cause division. That's not my purpose. My purpose is to help us heal our wounds. And this is coming from someone who is constantly healing wounds. Constantly healing wounds. We all have had shame and trauma. Many of us. And there's some who are in the business that are sadists, who like torturing people, who love wounded people, who like to watch people suffer, who get pleasure off that shit. We are in a world full of sociopaths, psychopaths, and sadists who love this shit. And they feed off the darkness. They feed off the wounds. It's almost like a wound festering in its pus. They love that shit, right? As long as you're wounded and, it's festering and it festers in you. And you know what it creates? Disease. Trauma that goes unchecked creates disease. Suppression of your voice creates disease. Because you're putting your body at what? The word disease, dis-ease. So when you are at dis-ease with yourself and at odds with yourself, you are a perfect, that festering, there it is, there's the pus, for what? Infection. And then you have cancer, and then you have all these other things that then make you easy. It's easy to, more susceptible. So, take your body out of dis-ease. Speak your truth. Do not be a victim. Twice, or for some of you, 3 times. Because first you were a victim when you were a child sold into the shit. A victim again when you were used, and R-worded. I didn't even mean to say it the first time, and so sources saying, agree, yes. So you've already been victimized twice. I thought it was twice. It's not. It's 3 times you will give them the victory over you. What's the expression? Shame on me once, shame on me twice. Do not let them have a triple victory on you. Take your power back. Speak your story. Sing your story. Drop a song. Drop it a cappella. Go write that shit right now and just drop a song next day. Upload that shit. Y'all don't need a fucking record label. Some of y'all have huge audiences. Do you know how inspired people would be? This is the time to do shit like that. To just write a fucking song from your heart, pin that shit, drop that shit. Just this track. Could be even 2 minutes. A 2-minute song. A one, whatever. And drop that shit. And watch how it spreads and go viral. You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm already telling y'all what to do. You're welcome. Just shout my shit out when it goes viral. That's all I'm saying. Since they over here suppressing, hating on me. You know what I mean? But I ain't letting them take my power away. So don't let them fucking take yours away. What else? We got... there's always some form of compensation, right? There's underground dungeons with children and bunk beds around the world where children are kept and voyeured in surveillance. Shannon Sharp will make the news more as he is being and go figure. I see Kamala's about to now be a guest on Club Shay Shay, so go figure. But there's about to be stories coming out about Shannon Sharp and may have been connected once or upon a time ago, or is talking. Like, I guess he might end up being investigator or something, or has some kind of connection or something. Take it how it resonate, y'all. Again, don't allegedly. But there's going to be stories coming out about him. I don't know about his dating life, his past, his maybe his true sexual purpose. I don't know. And when these people start coming out gay, y'all, give them grace. Or bisexual, let people find themselves. That's another thing. Imagine being traumatized at a young fucking age and made and shamed to feel awkward, right? Where you don't know if you're gay or straight. Like, it's never too late to explore that shit if you're 20, 30. But here's my beef. And this is the part we got to have clarity on. If you are bisexual, tell that shit to a woman. She has the right to know. Tell that shit to a man. We are grown-ups. People, if you sexy, and you ain't even got to be sexy physically, it's energy. If you tell our own, this is what I'm saying, if you're honest and communicate like, hey, I'm trying to find myself, and I really don't know what my sexual preference is, so I'm like, I'm this, I'm asexual, whatever it is, right? Bisexual, heterosexual, whatever. Be open and transparent. That's from source. Because that's how disease spreads. And that's how people get unalived. So many people are dying to people being on the down low, having secret lives, and closeted lives. Like, bro, cut this shit out. Enough. Spirit again. God, spirit with me today. Come on, come through, spirit. Heavily. Heavily. Well, I must be in the pulpit today. I must be giving church today. All right, hold up. Let's see. Look, oh my God, I kid you not. I cut the cards and literally was church. I can't make that up. So, yeah, y'all saw TD Jakes, right? Who predicted that? Who predicted TD Jakes was going to be all over the news for this that stories was going to be coming out and exposure? Who said that like a month ago? Oh, but she don't have no gifts. honey, I am the gift that keeps giving. Okay? I don't need to justify myself to y'all. Y'all a mess. You are jealous. Y'all are so jealous and want to be me so bad. You're jealous of my bloodline. You're jealous of who I am. You're jealous of my protections. You're jealous of my favor because you are too afraid to step up and be one of the divine's children. Like y'all are just jealous because you don't know who you are. And you don't want to take the time to find yourself because you don't like yourself. Shit. That's what it is. I took the time to find myself. I didn't like myself at first neither. Go figure. That's why I said I'm not a hypocrite. I went through my low self-esteem phase. Found myself. And I got connected to source. And when I got connected to source, here we are, honey. Here we are. Right, there you go, the challenger, right? Want to challenge me with magic. Trying to challenge me with magic and create illusions. Look at this shit. Source showing me clear as day. Like, people who want to be me. Doing magic and all that. Like, man, listen, I'm a happy fool. I am a happy fool. Okay? The fool card suits me perfectly. I am a happy fool. Alright, so, because I need to get out of this by 12. Bieber will not come for, it says Bieber will not come forward and unless, like, directly like that, unless we motivate him and give him grace. He needs to know that we won't judge him. Him and many others. It's not just about him. By the way, he's in danger. Like, I've been picking up him and Jim Carrey got two different energies, but like Carrey's being hunted. Yeah. Jamie Foxx too. Like, I've been getting that danger energy around Fox too. Like, but it says music, you know, he could use music, poetry, and sit on a podcast or sit down with someone he may trust who will make him feel safe. Like, invite someone, find someone you feel safe with and do a sit down. You don't have to pick one of these fucking journalists and these people they want you to fucking use. And that goes for anybody. Any celebrity, anybody. Y'all don't have to name names. But some of y'all are a part of this shit. This, like, has, like, done shit. Like, and you can't hide from that. And this goes for him too and anyone. Like, don't play victim. Some of y'all have partaken in some awful shit that you regret. And I get it. Say that. Say that. Say, I've been at the parties. I've done things I'm not proud of. Hold yourself accountable. That's Source too, though. Because Source is saying, don't play this fucking victim shit. Like, oh, poor me. Like, yes, poor you. Because a lot of y'all were groomed in this shit as children. Like Britney, conservatorships, all kind of awful shit. But y'all have to hold yourselves accountable that y'all have also partaken in some shit. May make music telling the story, is afraid of his life, and his family may get the courage when it says yes, and Yeshua and Horus are returned. The ark will be restored by the true royal bloodline as it's being found. Like, I think it's been found in Antarctica. And the other part I think is in Italy, is in Rome. They're going to poison a celebrity, right? Kevin Hart, right? Kevin Hart horror stories. More coming out on Kevin Hart. Absolutely. Oh, Cat Williams is also in danger. Heavily. Someone's targeting him. More horror stories are coming from about Kevin Hart. Also in the tapes. He's also in the tapes. What's it saying? Salty, Ice Spice, Doja Cat, and Lizzo, and the Dwayne Wade and the Wades and Gabrielle Union are all going to be in the news. I think because the Smiths are going down, someone's going to start talking about the Wade parties and the Wades and the shit that they've been into. Allegedly for entertainment purposes. Again, take it how it resonates. Demi Moore and Mila Kunis are going to be all over the news. Blake Lively, so is Ben Affleck and J-Lo, because Mila Kunis and Demi Moore knows what the shit Ashton Kutcher has been in, because they have partaken too. Don't sleep. Shit about Kobe Bryant, stories of Kobe sleeping with young girls, allegedly for entertainment purposes. Does they try to parties are next. Right. The things that they've partaken in the parties. Selena Gomez is trying to make nice with bloggers and celebrity tea people because tea is about to come out on her, and she's a part of this cult and org that has been fucking targeting me. She trying to play nice with people before shit comes out about her. Ray J will be exposed for many things. Something major is happening in Vegas and New Jersey. I told y'all that, and I saw a whole bunch of shit came out on them two places this week. I told y'all something was happening in Atlanta, and lo and behold, I think there was like some kind of poison thing that went off, like a poison booth, and the people are sick and vomiting and shit in Atlanta. It's not being talked about on the news. Look it up. Like, there's like some kind of poison poof that went off in Atlanta. What else? Also, something major is happening in Dubai and Iraq. They have brought new dark goddesses through who will bring a lot of bloodshed to the planet. Stories on Michael Jackson and Elvis and all the major music celebrities who were big time famous was as bad as Diddy. This is why Diddy doesn't understand why he's being crucified so bad, because he's saying like this is shit they did. MJ did it, Elvis did it, like all the big time celebs did it. Like, he doesn't, I think in Diddy's mind he doesn't get like why am I being targeted? There's plenty gatekeepers. And I think he's implying there's some worse than him. She trying and playing nice with people before shit comes out. I already said that part, right? This shit is so normalized that the divine creator is stepping in. The world has been screwed by darkness for so damn long, and trauma filled, and all the trauma, you know what I mean, that the divine creator, this is why the awakening is happening and at a fast rate, because the descent of humanity is fast. Confirmation, we're descending fast. Like, we are falling from grace fast. Like, it almost doesn't feel like the 3D. I keep telling so I'm like, bro, this shit feel like some 2D 1D shit. This is why, by the way, other galactic and celestial beings are trying to come here, and they don't give a fuck what happens to humanity, because humanity doesn't give a fuck about itself. Humanity, if Source didn't step in now, everybody would have been hooked up, chipped up, all this awful shit by now. Like, could you imagine if Source hadn't stepped in already with like all the craziness? Human sacrificing would have been far worse. Human trafficking would have been far worse. It's already really bad. It would have been worse. Y'all don't understand how many times Source has stepped in already. Yes, it's worse. Especially towards cosmic melanated people. Especially towards us, because there's major hate and racism towards us. And especially towards also Mexicans. And Asians are finding out they're no different. Welcome to the pool, Asians. I heard that the news, of them, white people selling boba tea. Oh, y'all thought they weren't going to come fucking vulture your culture? You're here. They're like, oh, you marry us, you're with us, like the same shit. Oh, you're one of us now, so we can vulture your culture too. And no offense, this is why any culture, every culture should respect culture. Everybody disrespects the cosmic melanated people, except for when they get disrespected. Then when they get disrespected, they're like, oh, well, where's the cosmic melanated people to help speak up and stand with us? No. Where are y'all? When y'all come build in our communities and vulture us and feed us nothing but fucking wigs, weaves, bad food, alcohol, cigarettes, and shit like that. Like, no. This is why culture is important. The integrity of culture. America's a melting pot. It's beautiful. The world is supposed to be a melting pot. But respecting culture is important. It's like an Italian, right? It's me trying to go into Little Italy and trying to tell an Italian how to make, certain things that they, this is their culture. They make certain things. And they share with the world. That's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to share with the world. We're not supposed to be obsessed with gatekeeping, y'all. By the way, like I can tell you on that now. Source is not a fan of the gatekeeping, but culture needs to be respected from this, like the elders, right? Because Source has been telling me, don't get caught up in tradition. We obsess with tradition in a way that it almost chains us and it makes us hateful towards other cultures when they experience our culture. Source is saying, like, when you see white people, Asian or Hispanic people genuinely expressing wanting to learn our culture respectfully, teach them, educate them. If they are coming with respect, educate them, teach them. And yes, some things is cultural significant. Not every culture can indulge in other people's cultures, or whether it's their arts or their ancestors of how they do their ancestor veneration and stuff like that. You know what I mean? This is why Source says everything should just be from the heart anyway. Lead from your heart. But this is why racism is problematic in the first fucking place, because when shit start happening of people's cultures being vultured and then people are looking for allies, it's like, oh yeah, well, you want allies, but where was our allyhood? When cosmic melanated people make a big deal about this shit, we're called extra. We're so out, and yet you when you go to an Irish pub, do you see a cosmic melanated person owning the Irish pub? No, you see an Irish person in an Irish pub. It's almost like saying, if I want African food, I want an African to make the food, right? Because I want African food. I want to experience it from the eyes of the African. So I do understand when people want to gatekeep in that way. But at the same time, I'm also like, when it comes to art, I feel like when it comes to art, clothes, and food, we have to find a middle ground where it's like, it's okay to share. And we just don't like it. The problem is we don't like when people start profiting off it. We like when people buy it, but we don't like when people start selling it. That doesn't make sense. I'm telling you, it doesn't make sense, because it's like, oh, it's okay for me to consume your shit and buy it, but it's not okay if I sell it. Here's where I think the medium should be, is if you're going to sell it, you should be buying it from my people, if that makes sense. So, for example, if you are selling... for example, boba tea, you should be your supplier should be Asian. Your supplier should be from that culture. That way you are watering the culture that you are now selling, right? And you should educate yourself. So when I come in your shop, I'm like, oh, where boba tea come from? You should be able to tell me the story, the history about boba tea and where its significance and things like that. When it's not done in a respectful way like that, then y'all should be offended and have something to say. That's just my own 2 cents. That's my opinion about things. A lot of people ain't going to agree with that, and that's okay. But Source is telling us we get too caught up in shit that creates unnecessary conflict. But there is a way to do things respectfully, and we need to start getting back into respecting each other, because we don't respect each other. And people don't like boundaries. And some of that comes from not liking boundaries. When a culture says, hey, you're overstepping boundaries, right? Are you buying your supplies from us? Are you helping pour back into our community since it's making you money? People are allowed to call you out and hold you accountable like that. So, what else am I getting? She trying to play nice. It says Ray J will and right. So I got Ray J will be exposed for many things, including Whitney. Ice Cube will make the news good and bad. Christine Chias will make the news, and more Andrew Tate stuff will come out. I told y'all I was predicting him and Coffeezilla. Something major is happening in Vegas and New Jersey. Right. Sorry, y'all. They have brought new dark goddesses, right, New Jersey, Elvis, right. I'm sorry, I'm trying to find where I left off. Celebrities were big time famous was as bad as Diddy, right? Diddy freak off list has been compromised. Some have paid to have their names taken off. Diddy has slept with children as young as 7 years old. I was picking up allegedly for entertainment purposes. Boy, more lawsuits coming, and that might come out. FBI already has interviewed some of your favorite celebs. They are turning rat. Chris Rock and Adam Sandler and That whole crew will be exposed for stories coming out. I already see that his brother, what's his name? What's his brother? Not Chris Rock. What's the brother's name? The other Rock is coming out talking about how his brother didn't put him on and never wanted to fucking help him. Didn't do shit to help his career, even though he had a platform and could have put him on, helped get him jobs, didn't. Crazy, it be like that. Aaron Carter, Britney Spears. No, Aaron Carter, Brittany Murphy. Murders will come back out as new evidence will be found and new discussions and who had a hand in it and who had them killed, as well as Aaliyah and Left Eye who silenced them is coming. FEMA will be in the news, good or bad. What is it? I know them 8 tears. Oh, it's saying yes, the women know. Fuck them fake tears. Yes. Kobe Bryant stories and underage grooming and assaults are going to be coming out allegedly for entertainment purposes. Allegedly. Source wants to make clear none of the women are victims, they are accomplices. Steve Harvey is next as well. Many stories on Steve Harvey are about to be coming out and his connections to Oprah and stuff like that. Queen Latifah and Jennifer Hudson. Steve is in tapes. Both was in them streets too, but out of anger, mistreatment, spoke up and spoke out. I think I'm pretty much implying that Steve was out in the streets. Like, he's in videos, he's in tapes. Like, some of the tapes is already out in the public. It's been leaked. Because they know that the lists have been compromised. So, tapes were leaked because they know the list was fucking tampered with. It was intentional, smart. A lot of people saying, was it stupid? Because now the case became gag. But there's so many cases against him. Like, no matter what happens to this one, there's another one in the rear. And he needs to never get out. I'm serious. And there needs to be cameras on all the guards to make sure they can't help stage. And then all of a sudden, suspiciously, a camera went out at 12 o'clock. And then at 12:30, the cameras came back on and voila. Anywho. Steve Harvey is next as well. It says anyone who has or had a talk show, but Source is going to deal with them anyway. There's so many natural disasters coming, particularly where they are, where a lot of them are hiding. Source is making it clear that we need to not get caught up in how the karma will come down, how the justice will come down. Even with exposures, even if they somehow don't go to jail. Honey, do y'all see what the sun is doing? The sun about to start hitting the planet hard this week. November, the sun is about to bang the planet. Bang. We about to be getting hit with solar flares left and right. I think we might even get a huge blast. Some shit that might have never hit the charts this week. Or this month. Anyone, they're going to start getting sick, dying anyway. Anyone, a lot of them are sick. Have y'all not noticed, there's a lot of them looking sickly and crazy? Yeah. Anyone who has or had a talk show should be investigated, Source is saying. So anybody who's had a talk show has a awful past, is pretty much what Source was saying. Even those currently and or in the past have been connected to shit that's going to start coming out and start having stories coming out about them. Take it up with Source. Anyone who, alright, it says pray for Cat Williams and Jaguar Wright as they are being targeted and their families to stay covered. The real billionaires, even though a lot of their shit came out of anger and hate and jealousy, they end up exposing a lot. So pray and cover them. They are targeting Jim Carrey as a sacrifice. He needs protection. The civilization in the ocean is pissed. Expect more traumatic earthquakes and hurricanes. Amber Heard and Kim and J-Lo on tapes. Out the freak off tapes on everyone. There's freak off tapes on everyone. anyone that's ever been to a Diddy party, whether 20 years ago, and anyone who's been to a Hugh Hefner party. Sources saying we ain't talking enough about Hugh Hefner because he's gone. He's paid, like, he, again, connected to Diddy House, MJ, like, all these people. People need to start talking about stories, and allegedly stories are about to start coming out about Hugh. But I heard his widow is pissed because I've been airing him out, giving hints and leads to her ass and his wealth because she's afraid of losing his fucking wealth. Like, people just don't want shit to come out because they don't want to lose the money. That's what it is. They don't want the assets to be attacked. I'm telling you what it is. They don't want to lose the wealth. They don't want to lose the properties. They don't want to lose the wealth. So the women are about to start protecting themselves, the spouses, and start either divorcing these dudes to cover the assets. Confirmation. It's not because they're not accomplices. They're accomplices. Also, it's about a Leo. There's a Leo healing. Good for you. There's a Leo healing currently. Good for you. Stay on that healing journey. A Pisces this video is about, an Aries. So I don't know whose signs those are, but whoever I named, see whose signs they are. And anyone else famous, y'all watch up. This is famous people I'm naming. Aries, Pisces, Leo. And a Libra. Yep, there's the Libra. So we got Libra, Aries, Pisces, Aries, Leo, Pisces, Libra, and Sagittarius are the 5 signs this video is about and for. And let's see if we can get someone else. We'll see. They hit people. It says they hit people with, they've been hitting people with pneumonia. So a celebrity might mysteriously die of pneumonia poisoning or devil's breath, I'm telling you, or look like a drug overdose to shut people up to unalive people, or to assault people who make it look like, to make it look like you took your own life. That is a new thing. They need to start digging up bodies, I'm telling you. Who killed Princess Diana will come out, and who benefited from her death. Diana Ross and her kids will make the news about her being an industry groomer and stuff with Michael Jackson. Also stories coming out, possibly a tape. Allegedly for entertainment purposes, but I keep picking up something major with Diana Ross and her children. And one of her children may even expose her or tell stories about her, some shit like that. And groomer stories and her past coming back out. Something with Cher. I think Cher is going to start talking more. But, Cher got her own dirt too now. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, watch the women. I'm telling you, women in the industry, like Gaga, I saw, like, crying, like, ooh, but they partake in these satanic Luciferian rituals. Like, come on. You can't cry victim. Like, y'all, this is another thing, me and Source agreeing. You knew what you were signing up for. People have been warning people for decades about the music industry and the contracts and the shit, the selling of the soul. Listen, but I sympathize because no one deserves to be raped. No one deserves to have their humanity stripped from them. No one deserves to be drugged and knocked out. And that part, you need to tell your story. But please don't play we know many of y'all have partaken. That's the part that's like, cut it out. Some of y'all have been in the party. Some of y'all on the tape. Some of y'all are just as bad of groomers as your husbands. Mr. Beast will be investigated and jailed for having inappropriate connections to minors, allegedly. Something major is about to start coming out with Mr. Beast. I think he's already heavily being investigated. Jay Prince and Rap-A-Lot Records are being raided. I called that. Told y'all because I was predicting. I said there was a producer in Texas. So yeah, Jay Prince, I think, is being raided currently by the feds or the CIA. Adele, LeBron are next. So Adele and LeBron are next. Like, bruh, we know LeBron James stories are coming out. Are next. The Mean Girls, like, dude has been caught sleeping with hella girls. Hella Bunny Ranch girls. Like, I'm shocked more Bunny Ranch stories ain't come out from them kind of girls. I don't mean the Bunny Ranch. I mean, snow bunnies. Says Diddy being tied to Pac and Biggie and Kim's murders is going to come out. Allegedly for entertainment purposes. Like, people are already digging the dirt. With the help of women in the industry. Like, there's a lot of women in the industry who we be seeing as spouses. Stuff gonna come out about Kimora. I'm telling y'all now. Like, look again, Kimora, Alicia Keys. People who are married to people who are being exposed. Vince McMahon will face more major charges and allegations, and Denzel will have conversations publicly. All right, who's this reading for? I already told y'all 5 signs. Let's see if we can get anything else. Something about Jupiter, so expansion, luck, wisdom, and teaching. 6, Sagittarius. 26, warrior spirit. So a war. It's definitely going to be a war somewhere, like a war kicking off. Number 26 of significance. I mean, they warring in the Middle East right now, so there might be more going on with that. Or somewhere else. Shit. The world's in chaos right now. For real. It's all this chaotic energy. Gemini is of significance. The number 16. Something about expression. So something about a Gemini might be talking. Whoever is a celebrity Gemini is going to be talking. And a Scorpio. 16 and 21 of significance. 21, 16, 26, and 6. We're going to see talking. A Gemini. So we got Gemini, Leo, Gemini, Leo, Gemini, Leo, Gemini, Leo, Scorpio, Libra. Damn, y'all already done dirt. Sagittarius. Number 34. This could be people's ages, the dates of their birthdays, or the age they are, like their age, their birthday, or the date of this month that's significance, or next month. Nostalgia, belonging, community. So yeah, community. A sex cult, sex community, because you got Scorpio and then you got community coming out. So yes, news is about to spread about a sex community or a sex cult. Somebody got sex addictions too. And a Cancer. So there's your signs. And a Cancer, 17. So yeah, someone that's a Cancer and famous. Yep. 33. Might even be a Freemason, a 33. 33 degrees. Luminosity, creativity, famous. Yep. So expect a Cancer, a Scorpio to be in the news. These are famous people. About money. Gemini. Even possibly Ponzi schemes. Shit like that. Gemini, Scorpio, Cancer, famous people. And then 30. Spiritual path, higher light, deeper love. Someone could be getting engaged, married, and loved. And we had Aries, which is 14, commitment, competitive, courage, fearlessness. Somebody might be getting engaged and divorced. Told y'all I've been picking up heavy divorce energy. 18, Leo, big-hearted, falseness, beardness. What else did we have? Pisces, 25, sensitivity, psychic awareness, symbols, and signs. So a Pisces. And Mars, which was 5. So the 5th could be of significance in next month. A Libra and a Sagittarius. So 22 could be of significance. Birth date or date of the month or age. A Libra, 20, diplomacy, balance, harmony, and compromise. And 3, Venus, because I saw Venus. So 3 and 28. The number 28 and 3 could be of significance. Love, beauty, and sensuality. So yeah, that's who this is for. Let's get some locations quick. So I got to go. Windswept region. Something about somewhere windy. A lot of wind. So expect hurricanes, tornadoes making the news. And it could be somewhere where it's really cold and windy right now. Significance, making the news. Is that what I'm getting, source? Yes. 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 A bench. Rest, relaxation, seating, pause, and ponder. The dude who was murdered on the bench story might be coming out, because I think he's come to me before. So I know there was someone that was murdered on the bench. Like, I don't know if people paid attention on the news, but there might be something else about a murder on a bench or in a park of significance that might be connected to something. Also, people might be having meetings in a bench, like on a bench in a park. Mystic Haven, enchantment, esoteric, magic, intrigue, hidden wisdom. There you go. So, you know, magic. Like a mystic haven. So, like a spiritual sanctuary. You know, like an alleged spiritual sanctuary. Something about amusement parks of Disney could make the news. I've been picking up Disney's about to reveal robots. Like, robots, you know, taking over for employees. And also, I told you bodies are about to start coming up in Disney. And people possibly going missing over Halloween. But amusement park thrilling, allegedly for entertainment purposes. They might also be losing money. Could be stock. Could be stock reasons. Something about an amusement park. Something about crossroads. So somebody could be doing crossroad magic. Petitioning crossroad deities. Also, accident. I told you I was picking up somebody trying to stage an accident. Somebody might have had an accident. Someone might die in a car accident. Take it out, resonates. Hit and run, something like that. Living room, comfort space, family gathering. So something about a family gathering. People are gathering, or, you know, together. So something about a living room. People are gathering together. Something about a gym could be of significance on the news. Something about a family. A famous family could make the news. Somebody could work out. Somebody could be a gym rat. Like one of these muscle dudes. I think there's like a few big YouTubers who are muscle dudes who've been like beefing on YouTube lately. So there might be a story about a dude who's like a gym head. You know. Something about the ocean's going to be in the news of significance. Something about a bar and a tavern. Somebody might own a bar and tavern. Or somebody might get in a fight. Or something about a club, you know, like Diddy with that pew pew in New York might come back. But something about a bar or tavern. Somebody might be meeting at a bar and a tavern, going on a date. Could be a significance. A street, so something about a car. I told you, car accident. Picking it up heavily. Or something about a car. Something could be found in somebody's car. Somebody could be sleeping in their car. Somebody could be homeless. Something about a forest. So, like, I told you I've been picking up Bohemian Grove. Pay attention this week. Bohemian Grove might be in the news. Something about rituals in the forest. Something hidden in the forest. Something might be hidden in the forest. Somebody might have, like, a cabin in the forest. Or something like that. Or what's that shit called? Cottage. Something like that. A kitchen could be of significance. So a chef, a cook. Something about a kitchen. Somebody might, like, you know, with a knife, like kitchen knife. I don't know. Y'all take it out. Resonate, good or bad. Something about a kitchen. Could be like Hell's Kitchen in the news. Or like, you know, or Top Chef could be in the news. Something like that. Or something about forest fires. Because sources I've been picking up forest fire. Oh, something about National Park. Yellowstone is of significance. Yellowstone Forest is of great significance. Source said, pay attention. And a forest in North Carolina is of great significance. And a forest in Ohio is of great significance. Something about a shopping mall is of significance. Somebody could work at a mall or a store, like an outlet store or something like that, could be of significance. Or like building a new mall like in Dubai or something like that. You know, they stay building shit like that. Could be of news. Government building, public services. So something about a government building could be of significance this week. Government officials. I know election, right? The presidency, right, is this week. So maybe that's why I'm pulling that. Right? The White House could be in the news this week. Or a different government building. Post office could be of significance. Someone could be delivering something, sending something, waiting to get something. Somebody could work at the post office. I told you we're going to start seeing people arrested who work at the post office who committed a lot of mail fraud and Ponzi schemes is going to make the news. Something about the church. I told you something about the church making the news this week. I also been picking up a church cult, so a preacher, a pastor being exposed. More people, more preachers and pastors, something like that. So something about a church, something about a mountain. I've been picking up mountains erupting, like things erupting, and something about things being found on a mountain. Yeah, something of a mountain, something about supermarkets of significance. Could be food shortages, could be them rolling out new things like Whole Foods or something like that, or Walmart. Some could be rolling out something about a luxury boutique of significance. Somebody could also work at a supermarket or Walmart or Whole Foods or something else, like another big HEB could make the news this week. Luxury boutique. So somebody could, like, I told you someone's getting engaged. So we're gonna see marriage, somebody getting or divorced, and a splitting of assets, or someone's getting married, someone's ring shopping possibly. Somebody might be a jeweler that makes the news, or own a jewelry store, or makes precious metals. Somebody might announce that they're about to start making jewelry pieces. Damp and rainy realms, so something about rain. So hurricanes, floods, expect that. Last one's source. Out of this. I already gave y'all dates. Something about a bathroom, a bathtub is of significance. So somebody possibly who have died in a bathtub, like Whitney's story might come back out, y'all. That's because she keep coming to me. Somebody else may die in a bathroom, or something about a bathroom is of significance. Something might be found in someone's bathroom. Somebody might need to sweep their bathroom. A hidden camera might be in there. Something about a bridge is of significance. Take it how it resonates. Something about a bridge. Pay attention. Right, connecting. So something about a bridge, heavily, whether it's a major bridge or the bridging of, could be a coming together of businesses, stuff like that. Scorching lands. Volcanoes. Hell, I told y'all volcanoes erupting. Is that confirmation source? Volcanoes and forest fires. Yes. Confirmation. Something about banks. You see all that bank shit I've been predicting coming true, right? So expect more bank stuff in the news. More bank stuff coming out in the news. Money. Source has been telling y'all, start moving your money out of the banks. The dollar will begin to collapse once Kamala takes office. That is my prediction. Start moving your money, bro. Start investing in real estate and other things. Also, the wealthy are trying to bottom out the dollar because they want Bitcoin to soar. But be careful with that, because it's so high up that it's not actually profitable at 70,000 a coin. I think a dip is coming, but that's my own personal opinion. But bank. Something about banks, fraud, more fraud increase. There's a lot of bankers who work at banks who have committed fraud, signing signatures, laundering money. So there might be like a money laundering or a money fraud, or like a banker, a big bank executive, CEO, anything like that could make the news. Somebody could just, someone who, head of a bank could be on the news. Swimming pools of significance, or something about a pool, story about a swimming pool, or someone going on vacation of significance, or an incident in the pools. Somebody might drown or make it look like a drowning. A casino is of significance. Someone could be gambling in a casino, or something. I told you Vegas. Something about Vegas casinos. Where else do they have casinos? Like overseas, somewhere else. They got somewhere else overseas. Pay attention to casinos. What's it called? Singapore. Singapore has a lot of casinos. That might be of significance. Something about a parking lot of significance. Be safe, y'all. This is heavy sacrifice energy during Scorpio month. Ladies, do not be out at night. Get a taser, get pepper spray. If you need to, pack a piece. Stay safe during the nighttime. Parking lot. Something about parking lot. People might be having little meetings in dark parking garages and parking lots. It's something about the sky. I think we're going to start seeing star family. Pay attention for rainbows. Look for the rainbow bridge in the sky. And look for, I think, we might start seeing disclosure in the sky. Anything else? Who's involved? Hold on a second. 12. I don't like doing this. A knight. Someone who is knighted is of significance. A battle. So something about a battle. A great battle might be of significance. Also someone who might be a knight who may have been knighted. Like a, whatever. Like a sir. Something like that. Keeper of honor. Somebody might be protecting someone. Someone might be a shaman or an animal shaman. A spiritual leader could be of significance. A civil servant is of significance. So more stuff about the FBI, CIA coming out, you know, like them exposing more arrests are coming. Could be our government, could be public figures, politicians in the news, farmers. Someone that's a farmer could make the news, or farmland. Someone who owns a farm could be of significance. Creator, so source creator is of significance. The sky and source. Source is saying pay attention. Someone could be creating something, new innovation. So we might see a breakthrough in new innovation, new things being rolled out like never before, right? Like that new windmill, right? That new huge windmill. So it might be new things being created, right? A detective could be of significance. I'm telling you, investigations, arrests are coming. Also, private investigators. Somebody might be paying private investigators. Private investigators are going to be going to jail because there's a lot of corrupt private investigators who be covering up shit awful people do. Like people who target people, like to hide their shit when they know they've done fucked up shit. A gas station could be of significance. The oil industry could be of significance. Pay attention. Somebody could be an oil tycoon. Something about a gas station of significance. And somebody might own a gas station. Someone's a drunk. Someone drinks a lot. So something about someone is an addiction. Somebody might talk about their alcohol addictions or their abuse and their sex addictions. Cause I told you I've been picking that up. I told you someone's homeless. Someone's sleeping in their car. Someone's sleeping in parking garages and stuff like that. But someone's homeless. Spiritual seeker. Someone is seeking spiritual help. So spiritual guidance. That's what it is. Also. Someone is seeking spirituality. Someone might be opening up a new spiritual business. Stuff like that. A careerist, so like business. Pay attention to business being all over the news. Like business tycoons, Fortune 500 companies. A chef, I told you. Pay attention to a master chef or chefs making the news. Doing something, could be rolling out new products, new things. An architect is of significance. Pay attention that this reading is for. A courier, somebody might work at UPS, FedEx. I told you the post office can make the news. Who else? A learner, somebody could be going to school, or a teacher, or work in a school building, or a college building, or a professor. Someone's a genius, someone's very smart. Someone could have a lot of spiritual gifts or a high intellect, like a genius that's innovating. Somebody is like, someone's about to make the news of somebody innovating something groundbreaking or something like that. That could change the planet problem. Influencer. So we're going to see stuff about influencers possibly being exposed. I told you, Mr. Beast. Expect him and many others to hit the news. I'm telling you, there's a lot of shady YouTubers. Like that little kid. What's the biggest? He's an Indian boy. Young Indian boy. He's like the biggest YouTuber. The feds are investigating his family for, I think, like child abuse and like child labor. Because he's saying he's tired. And his family want a new car. So shit like that. Like they're exploiting their kid. Hunter. Someone's a hunter. So someone hunts. Somebody could be a hunter. Someone could be stalking. We could hear stories about gang stalking, harassment. Somebody might own a dog. Somebody could be a bounty hunter. Somebody might be on a run. Somebody might go on the run and we're going to hear about it. Vendor. Somebody could be a vendor store. So we can hear stuff about small businesses. Merchants. Oh, I was picking up shopping malls. So stores. We might see something like Macy's closing 100 stores. Something like that. Like, pay attention to that. Like vendors. Somebody going bankrupt. We can see some bankruptcies. Security guard, patrolman, watchman, service advisor. Like Secret Service. This is giving Secret Service. Ooh, y'all pay attention to the news. The fact that I picked up a civil servant and a watchman. Somebody could also be a correction officer. Some could happen in the prisons. Somebody could be a parole officer, a prison officer, or like a warden. Also, somebody could work for Secret Service. Somebody could be a security guard. A fool. Someone could be a fool, impulsive, rashness, ignorance. Youthful, fun, playful, lighthearted, innocent. The fool. A fool in love. Journalists. So expect journalists. This is for a journalist who be watching. Or expect journalists, probably Pierce Morgan, Candace Owens, all these people who be in the news. Joe Rogan could be a new journalist. We might start making actual new journalists, y'all. New content creators. Club Shay Shake might make the news. Like, I'm pretty sure old girl's on there. Guide. So someone could be a travel agent, a guide. Someone could be traveling. Someone could be guiding someone. Helping someone. Hell, I'm a guide. I'm helping y'all. Someone could be a DJ, a musician. Someone in the music industry. So like, ooh, source just said DJ Khaled. I just heard DJ Khaled. So some stuff about DJ Khaled could be coming out, and other DJs and other musicians and artists. Something about parties. Nightclubs. Remember I told y'all, be safe at these nightclubs, y'all. Something about a spy. Be careful. We might see more hacks. I'm telling you, more data breaches, more hacks. Something about an undercover. I told y'all, if y'all are undercover, yo, get from undercover right now. It is time to pull out of being undercover. That is from Divine Creator. You heard the confirmation. Anyone undercover, your cover is about to be blown by that dude who fucking works at the NSA, who is about to sell all of the information. He is literally in Louisiana. He owns a horse ranch. I keep telling y'all this. He is about to sell on the black market all the cops that are undercover and then run. He's going to run afterwards. Or try to. Unless he's caught. You saw a source confirm it. Clergy. Expect more shit about a church or clergy. Could be Rome, Italy. Could be more preaching pastors. Choirs can make the news. Again, people church. People who cults. You know, shit like that. Who look like church people by day but doing other shit at night. Morality. I'm telling you, sacred mission. So we can see new guardians of the faith. Could be source. Could be Yeshua. Take it how it resonates. Could be hearing more about the Ark of the Covenant. Employee, somebody about an employee, a worker, a server, and consultant. Could be of significance. Could see more people hiring new people, bringing on new creative people. And someone could be a writer, you know, writes books, writes stories, storyteller, crafter, you know, stuff like that. And someone plotting. Someone's a hater. Someone, I told you they've been trying to set my ass up because they're mad that I've been exposing them and that their fucking shit ain't been working. But they're like, someone is plotting, I told you, on Jim Carrey and a few Cat Williams and a few other people. They have hatred. You see that? Plotting hatred. Somebody legit might get stabbed. I keep picking that up. A child. So something about an eternal child. Determination to remain young in the body and spirit. Ability to see things. I told you. Something about children is coming out. Ugh. I'm getting grossed. I need to hurry up and get out this energy. Something about children. More child shit is coming out. A judge, a corrupt judge, came out in reverse. Offering only destructive criticism, misusing business, legal, or criminal authority. So yes, because it came out in reverse. Something about a corrupt judge is about to come out. Corrupt judge is about to go to jail. Possibly being connected to cargoing with children or being with children. Yep, the child, the divine. Innocence, purity, and redemption suggests a special connection with the divine. So yes. Sources protecting children, y'all. Sources saying protect the children, speak out about child abuse and things like that, like, you know, being essayed and trafficked and stuff like that. Something about a father going to jail. So something came out in reverse. Dictatorial control, abuse of authority. So something about a father possibly abusing a child or abused the child at a young age. I don't know, y'all. Is about to hit the news. Alchemist, so somebody could be an alchemist, make potions, could be a witch, a warlock, a high priestess, or a fallen, a dark one. Transformation of base motives and goals and the golden wisdom, or someone's about to create something trailblazing like this on the news. Remember I said something that can help the collective or the people. An alchemist could be of significance. Something about children, again, orphans is going to be on the news. Independence based on learning to go it alone, conquering fear of survival. So yes, children that are orphaned. So like maybe, what the hell is it called? Like, where they keep children, like, when they don't have nowhere to go. Like, we could see children homes, like home, what are those shits called? Where they take them, like, to board them and shit like that. Could be in the news. Like, you know, maybe getting funded or defunded or something. Like, we seeing abuse of those children. Or something like that. Or, oh my God, because you see the alchemist, oh my God, poisoning them stories about how they are giving stuff. Like, is that what I'm getting? We see alchemists with the child, like, so it's like making them drink something like potions or chemical or something. Yes, there's gonna be something connected to drinking something coming out. You know how Diddy's baby oil became a thing? I think there's about to be something in a drink or something that they take to forget, or maybe whatever, like, but something about a father. A mystic revels in intimate union with the divine. So we're going to see a mystic making the news. A liberator, someone that's helping free people, yourself and others, from outdated beliefs and trauma, releasing negative thoughts and patterns. So yes, we're going to see a mystic, a liberator. Something about martyrs. So they're trying to martyr someone, learning the transient nature of service to oneself or a cause. Or we're going to hear about how they tried to martyr someone. They tried to wound, so child wounded. Says awakens compassion and desire to serve others. Wounded children opens the learning path of forgiveness. There you go. Saying heal your inner child, y'all. So something about an engineer could be of significance in reverse. So a hacker, breacher. Again, that dude that work, he literally looks like this, like bald heads. That dude might make the news, the NSA dude. Resilience on the, was it, mechanistic solutions without regard for emotional consequences. So yeah, mechanical, don't give a fuck. It's cold heart. It's a cold heart is someone that's an engineer in reverse. An athlete. I told you this is gonna be an athlete. Athletes in the news. People work out, like even the gym people. Dedication, transcendence. It might even be like Arnold Schwarzenegger, good or bad, right? People who work out. Development of personal willpower and strength of spirit. Anything else, spirit? Because I'm already over the time. So I'm like, let me hurry up. But like, let me get this. So somebody's going to play a damsel. I told you, in reverse, right? So source is saying they're not a proper damsel. We about to see women coming out playing victim. Like, I was coerced and I didn't know. Blah, blah, blah. That shit. See, it's in reverse, right? Source is saying bullshit. Source is saying even the men shall hold their wives and women accountable. Call their asses out as your accomplices, bruh. Waiting for a night to provide for you. Seduction by romantic illusion. Also seducing. How women lure people. I told you I've been picking up something about the Tinder luring. How they scam and catfish. So using women to catfish men. Wealthy men and shit like that off Tinder. Somebody is scribing shit. I told you someone's writing everything I say. They have someone like keeping notes of all my predictions and shit like that, so they can have someone else fucking regurgitating instead of putting respect on my name. But someone is a scribe, altering, like, so someone's been plagiarizing. I think we're gonna have stories like, you know how we be seeing people writing. I think Kendrick been calling Drake out for like stealing songs and like lyrics. So it might come out again, like plagiarizing of music and art and creativity, and then preserving knowledge and information. Gossip. So there's gonna be gossip. People gossiping about, I guess, predictions or gossiping about what's happening in the world, like the news. Like once this plagiarism and shit come out, it's gonna be all over. Awakens consideration for the feelings of others, honoring trust. In reverse, thrives on the power of passing on private or secret information, betraying counsel. So I've been picking this up too. Like people are waiting for some people to blow up. I'm telling you, because there's about to be new stars and new people going to the top. There's about to be so many haters, gossiping and haters. We're going to bring up old shit, betraying people's secrets and shit like that, and falsifying secrets. Let me make that clear. There's about to be a lot of fake shit being spread to try to suppress the new creatives that are going to bloom, because they're not picked. They're not hand-picked and sold out. So the people who haven't sold out and ain't been hand-picked, they're going to try to spread fucking gossip about them because they're not under the control of the machine. They have been picked by source. And by wealthy people who are smart enough to be pivoting their money to start investing in creatives. A Don Juan. So someone's trying to Don Juan somebody. Spotlight your positive seductive qualities and using your power of romantic attraction for private agendas. So yes, be careful, ladies and gentlemen. You see this? Because I'm a smooth operator. That's what I'm getting. Smooth operator. I'm telling you. That's what I'm getting. Smooth operator. Real fucking smooth. Y'all see it for yourselves. Be careful out here. Some fucking Don Juans. A beggar. Somebody wants to come in and Don Juan and beg. Dependence on others to exclusion of efforts. So yeah, somebody's trying to come beg. Take me back. Take me back. Forgive me. I've been an awful piece of shit. Take me back. It's not even judging, but it's like if you do shitty, I'm talking about awful. Like, wait till y'all see the shit that's about to come out and be exposed about some people. Like, no offense, some people need to be called shitty human beings when that's what they've been to good people, for real. A mother in reverse. So someone's mother smothering or abandoning children, instilling guilt in children for becoming independent. It's also competitive. Like those mothers who like to fucking compete with their children. We about to hear horror stories like that. Oh, I sold my kid and then I was jealous when they got famous and wanted to compete. Or I was jealous that they got money and I didn't. Like shit like that. We about to hear all kind of shit. Prostitutes. So there's about to be a prostitution ring bust. And I think there's about to be a prostitute that goes to jail. Somebody about to go to jail for prostituting. Places material considerations and security above self-empowerment. Someone's prostituting themselves out as well. Or somebody could be trying to bring up somebody's past about being a prostitute. Tell you how it resonates. Because they love to body shame. They love to do that slick shit. Like, bruh, who gives a fuck? Who cares? I've done all that shit. I've danced. I've done all that shit. That's my past. You hear Source burping me, right? But this is the shit they do. They try to shame people's past from like 20 years ago. I've never subscribed to that. I keep telling y'all this. Look at people and the shit they've done now. If we held everybody accountable to their past, honey, nobody would be a good person. Let me tell you, no one. No one. People need to stop acting like they're holier than thou and like they haven't done shit in their past that would have somebody under a fucking microscope judging them. Mediators. So someone's about to come in and be a mediator. Somebody might be a mediator or intermediate, negotiating with an ulterior motive or hidden agenda. Or a hidden agenda, either personally or professionally. Alright, I think that's it. Hinduist. So somebody's like a Hinduist, like somebody plays like, oh, I'm a, love. I told you, I keep picking up like a healing sanctuary. Come here and heal and expand your mind, and we do yoga and we're holistic and all that. But you see the shit's in reverse. Which means they are not what they seem to be. Pursues pleasure to the detriment of health and others, indulges at the expense of others. Bam! That's what they really are. Alright, y'all. I love y'all. Y'all had dates. Y'all got things, signs, and synchronicities to look out for. I see a house. I see a dancer. Yep, there it is. A peach, Georgia, or a peach could be of significance. Burgers, burger joints. I'm telling you. Making the news. The 11th is of significance. Next month is major. Those dates I named, those numbers, is for next month. And this month. This month and next month are going out with a bang, baby. Something about love, something about social media. Somebody about to get some social media love. Somebody might go viral. Look. Alien ships, rainbows. Some of y'all going to be seeing little spots of rainbows. Like little rainbow spots. That's Star Family. Coffee again in the news. Something about a cheerleader or a prep rally. Or a cheerleading, like maybe even for football. Could be of significance. Evil eye. Something about an evil eye. Somebody might be sending somebody to evil eye. Some of y'all need to do some evil eye cleansing or protection. Could speak of protection. Hug me, something about a desert. Somebody want to hug. Somebody's prickly. A rock star. That's also that deception, right? Ooh, love me, but I'm prickly and I'll fuck you up. I'll come fuck everything you building up. Dragonfly. I told you, student teacher, principal, someone works at school or is a graduate. Or sorority could be of significance. Or fraternity. And a dragonfly. Something about a cat. Or somebody YouTube channel might look like an evil cat or have a cat in the photo. I know I need to get out. A frog, a toad. Flowers of significance, a garden of significance, and something about a bear. Bears of significance. Alright, I love y'all. Peace and bliss. Stay safe. I pray peace, love, and light and harmony over the land, y'all. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, share this up, please. Like, share, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell, and check daily for videos in case I don't pop up on your thread. Check my community page and videos every day. Peace and bless.